Hi everyone, DeAnn here. Well, it's official. I have spinal muscular atrophy. I just got the letter from that genetic test I did a while back, and it does conclude that I have SMA. I have 0 copies of the SMN1 gene and 3 copies of the SMN2 gene. What I found kind of interesting in this letter is the paragraph that goes to talk about recommendations for individuals with SMA. And number 1 is all patients with SMA are eligible for treatment with Spinraza, which is an RNA medicated therapy that turns on the SMN2 version of the gene and allows to make SMN protein to try to reactivate motor neurons and stop progression. That was really encouraging to me to have it on paper that yes, Spinraza is a viable treatment. I still have my appointment with the neurologist on July 10th, and I'll learn more. But I did get a call from the gal I'm working with through mHealth, which is the University of Minnesota. And she said that they're pretty much at a standstill with Medicare approving the treatment. They haven't been able to get Medicare to approve it yet, which is discouraging to me. I was hoping it would have moved along a little further than that by now. And it's really tricky because the way their approval process works, Spinraza is, their hands are kind of tied as far as stepping in to help out as well. So hopefully they're working with Spinraza, Biogen and Medicare to kind of figure out how to get this through. I was given the option if I want to cancel or postpone my appointment, and I decided not to, just because I think even if it isn't able to be approved yet, it's good to get on that list. And frankly, I haven't seen a neurologist for years, so I think it would be good to get that established. My disability has progressed quite a bit in the last couple of years. I've had a couple what I call close calls. About 2 years ago, I got sick and I was put in the hospital because my heart rate and blood pressure went up when I would do the nebulizer treatments. And shortly after I was released, I had an episode where I couldn't breathe at all. So I was hospitalized again and sent to a bigger hospital. And that's when they found out contributing to my illness was the fact that my swallow muscles weren't working properly. They also had weakened. So along with being treated for the pneumonia, I was also placed with a feeding tube. And of course, not knowing a lot about SMA, they said, oh, it's just temporary until you recover and get your strength back. But with SMA, a lot of times, if you don't use it, you lose it, and once you lose it, you don't get it back. So the short-term feeding tube has become a long-term feeding tube. And then this past February, I had a bout with my gallbladder, and they found I had gallstones. So they wanted to remove my gallbladder. And to do that, they couldn't do it laparoscopically because I have the feeding tube. And so they did what they call an open chole. It's kind of the old-fashioned kind. And of course, I had complications with that. When they put me to sleep, I aspirated into my lungs. So when I woke up, I was still on the ventilator. And I was kind of not happy about that. And when they took the ventilator off, they had a cough assist machine there to help clear out the lungs. Well, it pulled something up and it blocked my airway again, so I couldn't breathe. So they put me back under, and when I woke up, I was back on the ventilator again. Now, this freaks me out because someday I won't get off the ventilator, but luckily I was able to. And of course, when they took my gallbladder out, they nicked a bile duct too. So I had a few more procedures done to repair that as well. So, long story short, it's my health is somewhat delicate, and I would like the process to move faster for approval, so I can at least have my condition stabilized or improved. And Spinraza, I feel, is the way to do that. Unfortunately, insurance companies don't see it that way. Obviously, it's a more expensive medication, and they don't want to cover it if they don't have to. And right now, it doesn't sound like they have to. So we'll just wait and see what happens. I'm going to press along and keep going, and hopefully something will come around and it will get better. Thanks. Bye.